Throughout Scripture, we see any number of things that are called holy. There are holy people and holy objects. There are holy places. In the temple, you have the holy place, and inside of that, the Holy of Holies. When God appears to Moses in the burning bush, he says, "You are standing on holy ground." I think sometimes when we hear the word holy, we think of robes and priests and temples, but really for something to be holy just means that it is dedicated to God, that it is set apart and cut off from what is common and ordinary, and that it is given to God and to His purposes and to His purposes alone. When we say that something is holy, really anything can be holy, as long as it's devoted to Him. But then the Bible takes a turn, and it begins to speak of God's holiness. What does it mean to say that God is holy if the word holy means to be devoted to God? For God to be devoted to Himself, that really doesn't make any sense. When we say God is holy, what we're really saying is that God is other. God is distinct and separate from everything else. That He is unlike anything else in the rest of creation. That He isn't like you and He isn't like me. He isn't like the grass or the trees. That He is self-sufficient and self-sustaining. To say that God is holy is to say that He is existence, that He must have existence, He must be. When God comes to Moses, He says, "My name is I am who I am." It's as if He's saying that He always has been, and He is now, and He always will be because He is God. We can describe a lot of things about God, and we can say that God is wrathful, and that God is merciful, that God is just, and that God is love. And we can sort of wrap language around those and understand what they mean. But John Piper says that when we do all of that and we run out of those words and we come to the end of our human language and our human ability to describe God, and we realize God is just a little bit farther, we say that God is holy.